everyone, thank you for joining me. In this video I'm talking about being a highly sensitive person. So if you watch my channel for learning English stuff and you get really annoyed when I make a video about anything else, I suggest you stop watching now because this video will make you annoyed. But for everybody else who just watches me generally, or maybe you've just seen one of my videos for the first time, what I'll be talking about is being a highly sensitive person from the perspective of being a highly sensitive person. So I'm going to explain what that means and how that feels. And I think this could be interesting for you to watch if you're generally interested in people. And if you watch this, you can understand some people in your life a little bit better. And it can also be interesting if you're someone who shares traits with highly sensitive people. So before I keep saying highly sensitive people any more times, let me tell you what it means. So a highly sensitive person is somebody who has senses much sharper than the average person. It's like they take in a lot more information from the world around them. And because of this, you can imagine if there's more information going in, sometimes there's like too much information, and too much information can lead to feeling uncomfortable or feeling stressed, feeling annoyed, negative feelings. And when the negative feelings happen, well then, as a highly sensitive person, what I need to do is withdraw. I need some time alone, I need to be by myself, I need to control my environment, I need to be quiet for some time until I feel better. So let me tell you about some of the specific things I experience as a highly sensitive person. First of all, talking about noise. I find it really difficult to deal with other people's noise, okay? So things like repetitive noises, ticking clocks, okay, not even that loud, but a ticking clock can drive me crazy. Sometimes the sound of other people's breath, seriously, it's that bad. Some people breathing can make me crazy. Noises, repetitive noises in the street, if a car alarm's going off, well, we all find that annoying, but you know, for me it's like really strong. Other people's music through a wall is like torture. Or just sometimes other people's music in general from headphones far away, and I can hear that. I find that very unpleasant. But what affects me most in my daily life is the talking of loud people. And from a linguistic perspective, I know that, you know, some people speak quietly and some people speak loudly, and there's always going to be a spectrum, and I know that there are good things about speaking loudly and good things about speaking more quietly as well. I'm not saying that one is necessarily better or worse than the other, but to me, loud people, it's like they drain my energy, and especially if it's a loud, angry person, I find that a very disruptive energy to be around, very draining, very tiring to be in the company of somebody like that. But luckily I'm not around them too much, because I would try to generally avoid that kind of person socially, loud and angry. Not my favourite combination. So basically, when you're a highly sensitive person, there are things that most people in the world are able to deal with. People talking loudly, for example. But when you're a highly sensitive person, it's like it's constantly draining and drawing from you. And it's not just about sounds, it can be bright lights as well. I can't relax in the evening with a normal bright light on. As soon as I lay down and I see the bright light, I'm uncomfortable, I can't relax. So it would have to be softened, or I'd have to use a lamp, or I'd have to turn that light off, put a light on somewhere else to soften it. What else? Smells as well. Very strong perfume can make me feel sick. The smell of perfume on clothes can make me feel sick, nauseous. But now I live in Dubai, actually. The smell of very strong perfume being around all the time is something that I'm getting more used to. But when I was in England, I wasn't so much exposed to that kind of strong scent all the time, except when walking past the shop Lush, which sells soaps and things. And it was so strong when you pass that shop, I just always felt instantly nauseous. The smell of all these really pungent soaps coming out was like overwhelming my internal computer, like no. I tried to think about what tastes really overwhelm me, but I think maybe food's not one that I'm so particular about. I'm not. I mean, there are many foods I don't like, but in general, food is not something that that worries me too much in my highly sensitive way. And what other senses have we got? Oh, generally like skin touching and fabrics. I don't like to wear any synthetic fabrics because my skin just feels so uncomfortable. I can't rest, I can't feel at ease. So natural fabrics only for me, and I think this relates to my my being highly sensitive as well. From a communication aspect, being a highly sensitive person means that you just need quite a lot of time alone, and it can be difficult to live in the modern world, in city life, as a highly sensitive person, because so much information going on hitting us all the time that we are always in a hurry. There's always some music coming here or some people talking there or this thing to stimulate us all the time, that when you're in the city, I find at least, I always need to make time to withdraw to nature. So that could be by taking a long walk wherever I can, ideally somewhere in a natural place, which I still do in Dubai, by the way, because that's really important to me, just to be able to recharge. I wouldn't say being a highly sensitive person is a disability or a condition, a mental condition, but it is a challenge. And if you know people in your life who you can't understand their behaviour, like, oh, why are they always spending so much time on their own, or what's their problem, the music's not that loud, try to understand that it might not be loud for you, but in the body computer of that other person, that sense might be just so heightened and so strong that maybe it is a challenge for them. So yeah, I'm just sharing some experience today. If you're a highly sensitive person, I'm interested to know what things like really get you on edge and make you feel a bit crazy, and especially need to withdraw. And until next time, see you later. If you're interested in my videos, they're generally about communication skills, learning English and stuff like that, but sometimes I share experience about being an introvert and other kinds of like things like that that affect my life. So until next time, see you later.